Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here, welcome back to another Division video, and in today's video we are looking at another exotic weapon. I said to you guys on Friday in my MIDAS video, which if you guys haven't seen by the way, then you can find that link down below. That is of course the 1.6 MIDAS now that it has changed, but I said to you guys if there were any other exotic weapons you wanted to see, to let me know, because of course in the PTS right now we have access to infinite exotic caches, so it's a great chance for me to show you guys weapons ahead of 1.6. There were of course a lot of different requests and I'll be working my way through those gradually this week, but one of the ones that cropped up quite a lot was the Medved, so with that being said that's the focus of today's video. If you guys do enjoy this then a like would be super appreciated, comment down below if you have any questions, but to begin with this is what it looks like. This is of course the weapon that came from Clear Sky Completion. It was introduced back in 1.2 when of course we got that incursion added to the game, but in 1.6 you'll also be able to get it from exotic caches and weekly assignment caches too, so there'll be kind of 3 different sources for it if you want to get it. Now of course one of the main changes in 1.6 is that all these exotic weapons actually have unique talents as opposed to the just fixed existing talents they had before. And for the Medved, while the first 2 talents are always random, I got Accurate and Destructive, the exotic talent is Center Mass, shoots heavy slugs instead of buckshot. Now for those of you guys that aren't too clear on this, a slug or a heavy slug is effectively one single big bullet, as opposed to the usual kind of buckshot spread of shotguns, which when fired, spread out and basically hit the target multiple times. The advantage between these is that the heavy slugs have a longer effective range, so you have a much more considerable range on this shotgun than you would on other types. The actual weapon itself, the Medved, is based on the S-ATAIII model, but if you take a look at it in the firing range, you can of course see every single shot, contrary to most other shotguns in this game, comes out as a single shot. Whereas if you use any other shotgun, the Cassidy for example, admittedly this isn't the best demonstration because this actually fires 2 shots at 1, but the point is most shotgun shots spread out like this, which of course means that when you're using it at extended ranges, up close they do a lot of damage, but the further away you get, the less accurate they are, the less kind of potent they are, so generally speaking that's why shotguns are close range weapons. The Medved, however, now has the advantage of being able to be used at kind of close to medium ranges, and pair that with the fact that as an S-ATAIII it has a pretty fast fire rate, then it can actually be a pretty nice weapon. Don't forget that shotguns also come with stagger. In this case my one has 308% stagger. This will of course vary ever so slightly depending on your rolls, and of course the base damage varies too. I have an extended magazine in this one giving me 15 rounds, which isn't actually too bad. You'll generally find that before you reload your target will be down, and given the archetype this falls under, reload speed on this type of shotgun isn't as long as other ones anyway. So all round, actually a pretty decent weapon. Generally speaking, in my opinion, this is still one of those weapons that I would use much more for PvE than I would PvP, but if you are going to consider using it, then you're going to want to think about gear sets as well. A few recommendations for this one would be Striker, Predator's Mark, or 3-piece Banshee. Striker, of course, because it comes with stability, enemy armor damage, and basically every consecutive hit increases your damage. So while admittedly you might not get as much value out of this as say you would an assault rifle with Striker because you get more consecutive hits, you can still benefit from that. Similarly, Predator's Mark is just an easy win. I think Predator's Mark is going to end up becoming one of those really strong sets going into 1.6 because it's just really useful with a lot of weapons. But of course the nice thing with this is that if your target does miraculously manage to survive 10 heavy slugs, then of course it's going to be bleeding as well, so it won't be long before that's finished off. Plus, Predator's Mark also comes with a reload speed bonus as well, so that's quite nice with the shotgun. As for Banshee, I would just go 3-piece Banshee simply because it gives you bonus damage to targets out of cover. Pair that with an appropriate talent and the fact that if you shoot a target in cover and they stagger, they get knocked out of cover, then you can actually get some decent benefit from this. So you could run, say, 3-piece Banshee, pair it with something like Barrett's Bulletproof Chest Piece, and maybe a couple of other things as well, and you might get some decent mileage out of it. But either way, that was a quick look at the Medved. With regards to mods, if you guys want to see it really quickly, there are only 2 mod slots on this one, and you also can't change the camo. So it comes with this sort of black and gold camo, but you can put a sight on it, and an extended magazine, but that is pretty much it. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then a like would be super appreciated. Again, if there are other exotic weapons you guys want to see, be sure to drop them down below. I'm going to work through them gradually whilst we have access to the PTS, so keep it locked if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.